look at the Maithan alloy as one of the very important company which we would be analyzing today. So basically what Maithan alloy does, Maithan alloy is mainly, it has got two kind of business. One of the business is manufacture and export of three ferrous alloys: ferromanganese, silicomanganese and ferrosilicon. So the next question, obvious question would be, what is the uses of these three minerals? These three minerals are basic raw material for steel manufacturing. So what we can understand is Maithan alloy provides material for steel manufacturing. There is another business which it does, which is the production, which has a windmills. So it generates the wind power, the electricity. And what is the purpose of a alloy company to have a wind power generation mill? Basic necessity would be to make itself self-sufficient. So why to make self-sufficient? Currently, as you all might be knowing, currently in India in this summer we are going through power crisis. There is a lot of load shedding happening. The companies are not running to their full capacity. So in order to minimize such challenges going forward, companies like Maithan Alloy are installing their own wind power generating mills, wherein they can take the electricity, and if it is more, they can even generate the revenue, because they would be having a lot of land, and this helps them in the wind power, in that making themselves as self-sufficient. Now let us go and try and understand the market, that is the customers for Maithan alloy, both domestically as well as internationally. So if I have to tell about the market distribution, domestically their business is around 50 to 55%, and rest is international business. If you want to see further, let me take you to this slide, wherein Maithan international business basically comes from Asia, Oceania and Middle East region. Of its global demand, these regions corresponds to 75% of its global demand. And this very important point which we have to understand here is Maithan's strong footholds in these regions are with no exposure to China. So Chinese competition to Maithan alloy is almost nil. As you guys might be knowing, China is the largest manufacturer of steel in the world, and if China has not tapped into the market of these regions, then Maithan alloy has a very good chance of increasing its revenue as well as sales from these regions. So this is one of the very important characteristics of Maithan alloy. Let me go ahead and try to understand the fundamentals of this company. Market cap of this company is around 3000 crore with stock P of 3.62, stock P of 3.62 and industrial PE of 16.29, which basically shows the company is undervalued in terms of price to earning ratio, because some of its competitors like KOIC or GMDC are trading at a stock period of P of 12.27. So considering that, Maithan alloy is trading only at a stock P of 3.62. Next, let us try to see debt. The debt to equity is 0. So the company, such a big company in terms of doing alloy extraction, so much of manufacturing facilities, so much of land it has to acquire, and it is working on a zero debt. So it does not have to pay any interest, any loan interest to its bank, so to any of the banks. So whatever comes is a profit for this company. So that is another important characteristics. I also wanted to mention return on capital employed, which is 55.6, and return on equity, which is 42.6. So this is a very good number. Also current price, which is trading at 1012, and it has made high of 1596. So currently it is available at around 35 to 40% of discount. So this is a very good thing. So we are getting at a 35% discount this company. So potential it can go up to 1596 in another few months, which is very good thing. Now let us go ahead and see the technical chart of this company. So if you could see, the volume breakout has happened in March time. So it was trading at around 1127 in March, and volume breakout has happened here, huge volume buying, and if you could sell selling, and currently in this week it is trying to consolidate. Also another important thing is it is a trading at 20-day moving average, 50-day moving average, 200-day moving average. It is below all three moving averages. So that is another very important thing about this Maithan alloy. Now let us try to see how has it fared in this recent quarter. How are the results? So let us see, go ahead and see the results. So quarter to quarter, the sales, operating profit and net profit have come down to some extent. Yes, we agree, but year on year, let us see on year basis. Last year the sales was around 1615 crores, and this year it has gone up to 2992 crores. So this is more than 35% growth. And even if you see the profit, if profit was before tax 299 and it is come up to 1082, if you could see here, this is all time high profit. Even the net profit is all time high, the EPS is very high. So what we can infer from this, the company is having a very good year. 2021-22, the year was very good. And if you could try to go through the con call, even the scope of growth from the management, they are promised excellent growth of around 15 to 20% in this year as well. So that is a very good number. Let us go and see another important thing which we have to understand when we are trying to understand the shares is a shareholder pattern. Promoters have around 75% of shareholding, and in a time, in these 6 months, we know that FII have taken out a lot of money from the Indian market and they have invested in various US markets or other markets. But here for this company, FII's investment has doubled, more than double. If it was 1.02, now it has gone up to 2.54. It is all time high. The FII investment in last 3 years is all time high, and DII investment has also gone up. So these are the characteristic features which show us that company is doing a very good thing. So is everything good for the company? We will have to see. No, there are a couple of challenges. One I have already mentioned regarding the power scarcity which India is facing this summer. So because of that, one of the plant in Visakhapatnam had to be run on reduced basis, that is not on the full capacity, reduced capacity. From when to when? From 23rd April to 18th May, this was not running on its full capacity, but from 18th May 2022 it has started its operation to full capacity. So this is a very good thing again. So there won't be any delay. The product progress would be good, and definitely it would add up. So next thing is with respect to the government's new export duty on steel products. Government has imposed, if you could see here, ICRA said that government's decision to impose 15% export duty on range of finished steel products, accounting for almost 95% of India's overall finished steel. But we have to understand that the Maithan alloy is not directly involved in production of steel, so that challenge would be negated. But there is one more thing on the raw materials side. Raw materials to steel, the government has increased the export duty on 58% and above Fe grade iron from 30 to 50%. So this is one of the challenges. But another good thing for Maithan alloy is, Maithan alloy, as you should be knowing the Maithan alloy is large. It depends a lot on importing of raw material. So what government has done, the union government has moved to reduce import duty on raw material. So it has reduced the import duty on raw material. So will Maithan alloy be advantageous in this position? Definitely yes, definitely yes. So Maithan alloys import duty would definitely reduce. So that would be an added advantage for Maithan alloy. Now let us come to and see why will Maithan alloy make great progress. So we all know India is GDP is growing. So what are the things which would definitely grow? The infrastructure projects are growing. There is a lot of scope through various government projects. The road infrastructure is growing. The bridges are growing. And everything needs steel for its construction. So if you could see here, government's national steel policy of 2017 had forecasted India's per capita consumption of steel would be 158 kg by 2030. So currently how much is it? It is around 61 to 65 kg. From 61 to 65 kg, if it has to grow to 158 kg, which is 3 times more than the current amount, definitely the company like Maithan alloy will tap in this opportunity and would see this as a growing perspective in years to come. So definitely Maithan alloy's growth here would be excellent opportunity. Also, we will have to understand that Maithan alloy has started one production in one of the furnaces which is set up in Visakhapatnam, and 2 more subsidiaries, that is AXL Exploration and Anjaneya Minerals, are yet to get the approval from government to start its production. So Maithan alloy, if these 3 productions start and if it is in the greater capacity, definitely the revenue as well as the profit would go up. And you might, as we have already discussed, that this is a zero debt company. Whatever the production happens, the profit would be added up. So this company looks promising from its analysis what we have done. So please make your informed decision accordingly. And also please note, this is not a buying or selling recommendation. This video is just for educational purpose. And if you like this video, please do share and subscribe. Thank you very much. Let us meet in the next video.